So I'm here at Tien Temple. I'm at the Pilgrim Lodge in my bedroom. I'm about to go to bed because I'm joining the monks for a morning ritual. Don't want to screw it up in front of all the monks.
I'm going to trim you, just to make sure that you stay trim and as beautiful as you are.
They're professional monks.
They have to use strength. The strength comes from your waist. No.
I'm also very excited as well because it's just going to be really interesting immersing myself and really getting an insight into the monastic lifestyle.
I don't know how to use chopsticks. My name is Ciaran Lyons. My life is pretty normal, but not everyone's life is like mine. Some are rarely seen. I'm about to go deep inside these hidden worlds to experience life done differently. The Tien Temple is the largest Buddhist temple in the Southern Hemisphere and is home to more than 24 Buddhist monks. Well, nuns, specifically.
So Ciaran, have you tried these robes on before?
No.
Have you woken up with a film crew in your room before?
It's 5 a.m. in the morning, bells ringing, camera crew here.
Yep.
That's good. Ready to be a monk.
Time to make my way to the courtyard of the main shrine. Now, I did get a crash course in Buddhist etiquette, so I know the basics, enough to be respectful. I'm just a little slow. Every morning and every evening, these monks come here and chant and pray to the Buddha. I have to admit, there's a certain energy being inside this shrine, hearing this chanting.
From evil deeds, and to save people from agony and misery. I realize my purpose in this society is to contribute. I know I study Buddhism for perfection.
There's a lot I want to learn about being a monk, but top of the list is meditation. I know it can be so good for you, but I'm just so bad at it. It was nice. It was just refreshing. It's just such a nice way to start the day with a tiny bit of giggles coming out, but then also as well a bit of, I think sometimes you're so relaxed you feel a bit sleepy, you're falling asleep.
That's very normal, you're listening to your body. Actually, our body has been sending us those signals all along. Unfortunately, our mind is just so cluttered, we're not listening to it.
So, I need to declutter my mind with the help of Venerable Juewei. She started life as an AI software engineer in Singapore in the 80s. After years of managing conflict in her workplace, Juewei went in search of a different path, landing on Buddhism. She became a monk 20 years ago. Yeah, so what is Buddhism?
It's a faith about the goodness of humanity. The Buddha is an all-perfect person with perfect compassion, perfect wisdom, perfect patience, a perfect teacher. And he tells us that we all can have that perfection as well.
Do you think that's possible, though, to be perfect? Because as humans, it's natural that we're not perfect.
But the fact that I know that I'm going towards infinity, isn't it? It's that journey that's important.
So is that the goal of Buddhism, to be perfect?
No, the goal is to go on that journey towards perfection.
Before I aim for perfection, I need to aim to meditate without giggling. The monks squeeze in meditation throughout the whole day. including when they eat in silence.
There's just one problem. I don't know how to use chopsticks. Do you have a fork and knife?
Yes, we do. We do have forks and spoons. Would you like that?
Yeah, mother never taught me.
Okay, that didn't go great. But I'm feeling positive that walking meditation will be better for me. The monks break off to start their day, still incorporating meditation into whatever task they do. One of the favourites, gardening.
I think this form of meditation nurtures our mind, so it's very important for our physical as well as mental well-being. It's the most nurturing thing because nature is what nurtures us. Don't forget we are made up of the components of nature in our body, which is water, earth, air and fire, which is within each and every one of us.
Venerable Juewei is a veteran monk here and one of the keenest gardeners.
You communicate with the tree, okay? But after you get cleaned up, you will be so beautiful and you will have such great energy from the sun, from the rain, and next year you're even going to thrive much more.
You're so beautiful. I'm going to trim you, just to make sure that you stay trim and as beautiful as you are. I'm trying to be calm and meditate, but I really am struggling with such a vicious, dangerous pest hovering close by. There's bees in here, right?
No. I've cleared them
these
for
trees, they attract a lot of bees.
Well, everywhere there are bees. Because there are flowers, there will be bees.
Yeah, see, I'm afraid of bees. I'd be terrified of a bee. I've never been stung by a bee, but I imagine it hurts a lot. So, have you been stung by a bee?
Yes, I have. It wouldn't die.
Right.
But some people do die if they're allergic to that. But I survived it. Yeah.
It's afraid a bee's going to pop out.
He's very nervous. So he's not feeling calm.
It's just because I saw it literally going, I'm just terrified of bees. Yeah. Didn't need to tell you, but that's literally just like a fear.
I think come back. You want to do something else? You want to...
I might sweep. The stress of the bees was just overwhelming. Surely sweeping is nice and relaxing.
Right, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you have to use strength. No, like this. See?
It's a different type of brush. I usually vacuum.
Broom.
It's a broom? I've always called these a brush. Am I passing, Venerable?
Not if you call it a brush.
Do you take a vow of poverty?
I do.
When you take a vow of poverty, then where do you get your income?
Well, we have a little stipend that will keep us going, and also the community takes care of us.
So do you think money is evil then?
Nothing is essentially evil. Nothing is essentially good. It's how we use it.
A bit more of a personal question that I've always really been interested in is, do Buddhists have a sex life as well?
No, we take a vow of celibacy. Buddhists do, but I'm saying Buddhist monastics. So Buddhist monastics take a vow of celibacy.
So, monks take strict vows, but other Buddhists choose to live by the 5 precepts. More like life rules. Don't kill, don't steal, don't perform sexual misconducts, don't lie, don't be intoxicated.
Then there are also Buddhists who may not be ready to take the 5 precepts, and they're still good Buddhists, right? So one step at a time.
Okay, first step for me, nailing meditation. Venerable Juewei is an artist monk and has developed her own form called mindful doodling. She reckons that's going to work better for me.
If you really do it the right way, you can get to the meditative state It helps you in the meditation because some people, they can't really sit still and meditate. Start to focus on your breathing, and then as we draw, we focus on the movement of your hand.
But are you thinking about the drawing as you're doing it?
No, just focusing on the breathing.
So whatever comes out of the hand, you let it happen?
Yes, that's why it's doodling.
It's looking bizarre.
See from the drawing, your mind, you're a bit in a hurry. That's why you see your circles are a little bit unstable.
Yeah. Sure. I may be unstable occasionally, but that's something I'm working on. But what about all the other monks? They can't be super happy all the time. How do you guys deal with personality clashes between monks?
We are in a way required to follow daily rituals. What this means is that even if I do not wish to see someone, I have to. The only difference is that during these 5 periods, it's silence. So I don't have to express my displeasure. It forces me to look that person in the eyes. Now, I can't change the other person. What can I change?
Yourself.
Myself. This is when I go back to my breath work. I go back to softening myself, and I go back to ask myself, what can I do differently?
So you're again looking inwards.
To what I can change, and to recognize that sometimes there's something in me, the seed is in me that could have triggered the other person.
The monks really seem to have figured out a way to live life peacefully with each other and themselves. Maybe it's from years of practice across many, many lives. So what do you think then happens once we die?
It depends on what I've done this life. So I've met you, Ciaran, as my friend. So very likely in the next life, we'll meet again in good friendship because we've had such good friendships this time.
Do you believe we can come back as animals?
Yes, according to our belief system, what we do this life will give us the conditions for future life. So for example, if I'm always angry and jealous and toxic, I may come back as a viper, as a snake, as a python. If I've always been very kind and tame, I may come back as a deer, for example, as a lovable animal.
What do you hope to come back as?
I hope to come back as a human because I believe that as a human I can do more, help more, and I can become, I hope, more enlightened.
My time at the temple is almost at an end, but I want one more chance to see if I can meditate like a mature adult. Now I've got one issue. I can't cross my legs. So I've attempted it before, but it's quite awful when I try. So can I still meditate without crossing my legs?
The idea about meditation is really about the mind and not about the legs.
Something I've always had when I've meditated is I get the giggles. How do I deal with that?
So Ciaran, it's just letting it come and letting it go. The funny thing about our emotions and our thoughts is that the minute you start looking at them, they get shy. And when they become shy, they don't come back to you. They come, let it go, just watch it. And let it come, let it go. Don't worry, Ciaran, you won't disturb me, so you'll be completely fine. Are you ready for meditation?
Yeah, I am.
Adjust your back and your neck again. Tuck in your chin very gently. So Ciaran, what did you notice?
I think I held in the urge. I didn't laugh. It was quite relaxing, and you feel quite when you open your eyes again. It feels like you've got to collect your bearings for a second almost.
That's right.
Yeah.
One day you feel that you seem to have emptied out into space. That feeling of calmness.
I think the biggest takeaway for me was that they still have the same worries and stresses that we have. They still have all these same thoughts and feelings that we have as well, but it's how they deal with them is what's different here. We can learn a lot from monks. They lead their lives without an ounce of selfishness. There's no ego, they live for others. They're experts at overcoming problems, sometimes without words, with nothing but their mind and their breath. It's up to us who we are in this life and, hopefully, the next. I'm going to focus on my breath more. I'm going to step back away from problems and stresses when they come into my life as well, and just ask myself more, what would a monk do? Maybe that's going to be my new life motto. What would a monk do?